Hi, my name is Jean-Francois, and today I'm going to show you the proof of concept of my school project, which is a DAPP that track the carbon footprint of merchandise delivery. So in this demonstration, I'm going to play as the four major actors of the supply chains, which are the order picker, the loading attendant, the trucker, and then the client. So first of all, to be able to make an order with product, we need to register the weight and the volume of each products. In this demo, I'm going to use 6 different products, which are all animals. So I need to register each of them to being able to access the weight and the volume of all the instance of this product. So first of all, I'm going to go in the Orderpicker app and click on register the product. So now I'm gonna scan the dog. So it says, do you want to register the product, the weight and the volume? I'm saying yes. So the first product is register. I'm going to do the same thing for this llama. Now I'm going to do the same thing for this hippopotamus. Okay. Now I'm going to do this for the elephant. Same for the horse. And now I'm gonna register the pig. Now the 6 projects for the demonstration are registered. We can now access for each instances of them their corresponding weight and volume. So first of all, I'm gonna make as an order picker my first order. My first order contains first 2 dogs. So I'm gonna initiate an order. I'm gonna order is created. Now I'm going to add a product to the order. So I'm gonna add the first dog, and the first dog is added. We can see that the weight is accumulating in this order. The second dog is added. Now the order 1 has 2 llama in it. So I'm scanning the first llama. Now I'm scanning the second llama. And finally, it has 2 hippopotamus inside of it. So I'm gonna add these 2 hippopotamus inside of it. We can see that at each project that I had to the order, the weight and volume accumulate. So now I'm done. I have scanned all the product of the order 1. So I'm gonna close the order. It takes a bit of time because it stores the order content inside of IPFS. So if I click here, I can see all the information of the order. It has 2 dogs, 2 llama, and 2 hippopotamus, plus the timestamp of now, the total volume, and the total weight of this order. So this is done for the order 1. Now I have another order to do. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but a bit quicker. I'm adding the first elephant in the order 2. Second elephant. First horse. Second horse. First pig. Second pig. And finally third pig. So same thing, I'm gonna close the order. and again another hash is created, and I have access to it. I can confirm that there is 2 elephants, 2 horses, and 3 pigs. So this is done for the order picker. Now I'm gonna play as a loading attendant to put these 2 order in a trailer. So first of all, I'm gonna initiate an itinerary. The first thing that I need to do now is to associate a container to this itinerary. So we can see here it is the inside of a trailer, and it has a QR code here inside which contain the ID of the trailer and the trailer type of so I need to scan this one to. So I'm gonna add this trailer to this itinerary, and now I need to scan one of the project of the order that I created before. So I need to return. If I scan one of these pig, it will add the order ID to my itinerary. So I'm gonna scan one of those pig, and it says, do you want to add the order ID 2 to itinerary ID 1? So I'm saying yes, and I'm going to do the same thing for a project of the order ID 1. So I'm gonna scan this hippopotamus, and it says, do you want to add the order ID 1 to the itinerary ID 1? So I'm saying yes. Now the total weight of this itinerary corresponds to the total weight of the 2 order that we had in this itinerary. So we're gonna mark this itinerary as loaded. So we can see again it contains IPFS hash that has the information of the itinerary. It contains the order ID 2, order ID 1, the timestamp, and total volume of each. So now we are done as a loading attendant. So we're gonna play now as the trucker. Now the trucker doesn't, this user does not have the itinerary, is not responsible for the itinerary now, so we need to scan the same trailer as the loading attendant scan for to grab the itinerary. So we could imagine a QR code at the exterior of the trailer that is easily accessible for the trucker. So I'm gonna scan it right now, and it says, do you want to grab the itinerary ID 1, which is linked to the trailer 777? So I'm saying yes. And now we have all the information of the trajet created by the loading attendant. So now the trucker, before the itinerary, he needs to scan the CO2 counter that he has inside his truck. So the value of it right now is 6.6 million kilogram of CO2, for example. So I'm gonna start the itinerary with this counter value. Do you want to initiate the itinerary? We're saying yes. So we are now making the itinerary. For in this example, we started in Vancouver and we went all to Quebec. So after the itinerary, the counter value is certainly higher than before. So if we end the itinerary with by scanning the CO2 counter, we can see that the CO2 emission of the itinerary is the difference of the counter after the traject with the value before the itinerary. So now the itinerary is marked as done, so we are done. Now we are in Quebec discharging only the order ID1. So we can imagine us leaving the order ID1 in Quebec and keeping the itinerary, the order ID2 inside our trailer. So we are using a button here that is part discharge, and this part discharge function is telling us which order are you discharging. So we want to discharge the order ID1 if we are keeping the order ID2 in our trailer, so we are saying we are good to go. Now it tells us, do you want to add the order ID2 to it creates another itinerary, and it tells us, do you want to add the order ID2 to this itinerary? I'm saying yes. Do you want to add this trailer? Yes. Do you want to close this itinerary? I'm saying yes. So everything is done here. I now need to grab this itinerary by scanning the trailer. Now I am responsible for this itinerary 2 that contain only the order ID2, and this we were here. So before the itinerary 2, the value of the emission counter was the value after the itinerary ID1. So I'm starting the itinerary ID2 now. Its counter at start is 7.7 million. And now I'm going from Quebec all the way to Florida. So the itinerary 2 is happening, and after it I need to scan again the counter, the CO2 counter value, and it was 9.27 million. So the difference before the end and the start of this itinerary is 1.5 million. So now all the data is stored in the chain. So we can compare the CO2 emission of each project. For example, if we go in the client app now, and I want to have the project information of the llama, if I scan this llama here, I can see that this llama 999 was part of the order ID1. So the order ID1 only take part in the itinerary ID1, and the information of the this itinerary, the total emission of this itinerary was 1.1 million, and the part of the llama in it was only 11,000 kilogram of CO2, because the llama is not that is not that his weight is not that big compared to the hippopotamus. For example, if I scan this hippopotamus, it will tell us that it was part of the same order, part of the same itinerary, but his part is almost 10 times more because of his corresponding weight and volume that is much higher. Now if we scan a project of the order ID2, this list will contain the itinerary ID2 also. So we can see that the elephant in the itinerary ID1 was his part in the itinerary ID1 was 352 1,000 kilogram of CO2, and his part in the itinerary ID2 was 28,000 kilograms of CO2. So that is total corresponding CO2 emission for these two itinerary is almost 1 million kilogram of CO2. And if we scan like a pig that was part of the order ID2, we can see that the part of the pig is a lot less than the elephant. So thank you for listening.